Stocks pulling out another gain here, sending the S&P to its highest level since 2008, and it was pretty close by the end. We saw the market faltering here just a little bit, but once again, we got economic data early in the day showing that the economy is kind of moving along here. We got weekly jobless claims showing that the line to the unemployment office is at a 4-year low. And, sometimes, Pimm, we get these good economic reports, and then maybe a few days later, we get the not-so-good economic reports. But traders say when you get these kinds of economic reports, we have 2 steps forward and then maybe 1 step back. I actually call that the Texas two-step. That's actually a real dance. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But actually, traders say that it really is a strengthening trend here for the economy, Pimm.
I like that whole dance thing going on, Deborah. All right, you talked about things that are coming out in economic reports. One thing that's not an economic report, the high price of crude oil.
Right. So crude oil rose above $110 a barrel today. And this was one of the reasons that towards the end of the trading session that stocks were faltering a little bit, but they really kind of climbed back up. And as you can see, crude oil at $108 a barrel. And this is something we're tracking because any more gains in crude oil could translate into higher costs for businesses and consumers. And of course, that could impact consumer spending. And speaking of consumer spending, we got a pretty good peek into what the retailers did last month, and it looks like the warm weather led to a sales boost, at least for Target and Gap and some of the other retailers. Of course, Gap, they've been struggling. They saw a 4% increase, and that did beat estimates. Also, we didn't just hear from the retailers. Of course, we also heard from the car makers and how they did with their sales last month. GM reporting a surprising sales gain for February. Also, Chrysler, Ford, and Toyota also topped analyst estimates, and of course, Chrysler sales, they were up a whopping 40%. And all of that actually, Pimm, based on the fact that gas prices are going higher and people are actually looking for very fuel-efficient models. That's it from here.